Good afternoon. Thank you, distinguished leadership of NYU Shanghai, for making this moment possible for me and for so many of us. Thank you, dear Stern alumni, for inviting us to be with you. The future cannot be predicted, but many futures can be invented. These words were written precisely 50 years ago, in 1963. I think they belong here today. Imagine someone in 1963. Could that person possibly have predicted that here in 2013, we would be building a university of a kind that has never been built in this extraordinary city, Shanghai, of 2013? I think not. But many people created that future, which is our present, which is today. So I think a good question is, who will create the future 50 years from now? The future of 2063. And I want to suggest to you that we in this room are in an especially good place to answer that question. A famous saying, we build the road so others may make the journey. I think that's a nice definition of the Global Network University. All of us are involved, and I think all of us are privileged to be building that road. Along that road will travel students from all over the world, and they will learn together, and they will make that future of 2063 together. So I think we know that answer. The answer is our students from all around the world and young people everywhere will make that future. Now, what does the road look like? We've had the great pleasure of learning a lot about what is being built here in NYU Shanghai, a central part of the Global Network University. And I'd like to think that the Global Idea Exchange, the inaugural Global Idea Exchange, which you saw described briefly in the video, is a contribution, a small contribution, to building that road, and therefore to what the Global Network University will look like. Why should we care at Stern? There's an old English expression, I'm all right, Jack. My guess is the meaning is clear. I'm all right, Jack. There's no you in the sentence. In fact, my journey is from England, where I was born and grew up, to the United States, and I find myself here this week. Others built the road. That's the journey I'm privileged to make. So we're at Stern, we're all right, Jack. Well, no, we don't see it that way. My responsibility at NYU Stern is to lead innovation in our MBA program. What's the purpose? Or as I learned to say when I had the opportunity to visit our friends at Frog Design earlier this week, so what? So what? I think the purpose of all innovation we undertake at NYU Stern can be stated in one proposition. It is to build a boundary-less and borderless learning community. That's it. I think that if we build that community, we will teach our students how to learn. In fact, the proposition, what we learn is how to learn, I think is widely known and widely believed. When I began my career as a junior professor at Harvard Business School many years ago, the then dean at Harvard Business School, a very wise person indeed, told me something similar. He said, how we teach is what we teach. I didn't understand it very well at the time. I wasn't ready. And over the years, as I've struggled to earn the right to be called a teacher, I think I've come to understand those words better. But I think the words, how we learn is what we learn, are also very important. So at NYU Stern, we plan to create for our students a borderless and boundaryless learning community, because that is how we believe they should learn, and that is what they should learn. So we are in, as I've learned to say. We're in. Count us in. I don't have the time right now. I hope perhaps during the remainder of the day, informally, and I certainly hope I will have opportunities afterwards to talk about some of the other innovations to this purpose that we have been undertaking at NYU Stern, and even more importantly, to listen to you and to learn from you what you think we should do. Let me mention briefly two examples, two roads that we have built. One road we have built enables Stern students who are interested in innovation to journey together with students from Tisch, NYU Tisch, for those who know it, the ITP program, unarguably, the greatest talent pool of design, IQ, and ability on the planet, the Tisch School. We built the road so that our Stern students and Tisch students can take that journey together. Another example is for our students at Stern who are interested in the new world of big data. We have created an opportunity for them to take a course and travel together with the students just entering this coming fall in the brand new master's program in data science at NYU. Two examples. I look forward to opportunities to tell you about others and to play a role in building more roads that you suggest to us. Let me come back to those words. No one can predict the future, but many futures can be invented. I said they were written in 1963. They were written by a Nobel Prize-winning physicist, Denis Gabor, the inventor of the hologram. Interestingly enough, the hologram was invented somewhat by mistake, a happy mistake, serendipity, creativity. I'm extremely happy to have been invited, along with my colleague Jessy Hsieh, who is sitting in the front row and whom you saw in the video, and others of us at Stern and around NYU, to work with Jeff Lehman, to find ways to bring creativity and innovation into the educational experiences of the students at NYU Shanghai and beyond. Happy mistakes, serendipity, creativity. Story to come. I need to remind myself, let me put it that way, what a hologram is. Dust off a little of my high school physics. A hologram is a representation of the three-dimensional world in two dimensions. It's based on physics. It's based on the mysterious mathematics of infinity. it also is magical. We live with holograms. They are routine, but they still dazzle us. I like to think that those words are equally appropriate to the Global Network University. One boundaryless, borderless learning community that will capture and represent the world in all its three-dimensional complexity. Certainly magic, the magic created by all of the hard work and determination of everybody in the large and wonderful NYU community. And finally, I think these days have shown that it is a dazzling sight. The Global Network University is right now collecting dazzling talent from all around the world. One borderless, boundaryless learning community of which I know we are all extremely proud to be members. So, for me, back to building roads, and thank you for this opportunity.